All right, so if you want to be making over $1 million a month with your e-commerce brand, you need to be watching this video because this is all the results that we got for our clients. In this case, $2 million in 30 days, 16x ROAS, 5% conversion rate, and a 70% increase in returning customers. As you can see, we even help businesses go from zero all the way up to 100K per day. All right. Now, straight up to the video. This is going to be pure value, no nothing, editing, all that bullshit. The old funnel that you probably were running before is you run ads to a landing page where the customer buys or they don't buy, worst case scenario, and they churn. That's it, nothing. They churn, they buy, you don't see their face again. You probably have to spend ads again to acquire them, and that's just eating your margins. But you see, the problem is that if you're running a supplement brand, almost every competitor is going to be targeting the same audience. And this means high CPMs, high CPAs, and low profit margins. With this normal framework, you can get to that $300,000 to $400,000 per month mark, but scaling beyond $1 million a month isn't possible with this funnel. You need something else. So what is the new meta? So the new funnel is where you run ads to a pre-sales page. Now I'm going to cover this in a while, what this actually means. That goes to a sales page, that goes to a sales page with subscription, or you could just skip this part and go straight up to a checkout where it's an immediate cross-sell and the customer uses the product and they become an affiliate. So if we were to first understand why are we making this funnel so long, when in most cases you think that simple sells, right? So is because of the 5 stages of the awareness in the market. So we first categorize the customers as one of the 5 levels of awareness. So this could be the unaware, the problem aware, the solution aware, the product aware, and the most aware. Now, the unaware people, they don't know about your product or they aren't even aware about the problem that they have. Problem aware, they are aware of the problem and might be looking for a solution, but haven't found it. The solution aware, they are aware of the problem and the solution, but maybe not product. Product aware, they're aware about the problem, the solution, and the product. And most aware are the people that are aware about everything. Now, the problem is that if you try to advertise to lower awareness levels, so, or lower aware market, like problem aware or solution aware, it's lower CPMs. I mean, it's not a problem, it's a good thing. But the issue is that the lower awareness level equals lower conversions. People will have more objections in these stages compared to the people who are in the most aware or the ready to buy stage. So what do? We break down the funnel into how we can use this into our system. First, you run ads. That's it, simple. You run ads. And what this pre-sales page means is that the goal is to educate the visitors. This page, the pre-sales page's goal is to educate the cold traffic, the cold unaware traffic, and fill in those information gaps. And the goal here, like I said, is to educate the visitors. Since we're running ads to people in lower awareness levels, they need to be provided with enough information in order to get them to make a decision. For example, advertorials via sales page are something that we can include in our sales page. So this is just an example. Because remember that we're pre-selling, we're educating, we're selling before then we have the sales page. Once they click the pre-sales page, they will now be redirected into the offer page or the sales page, right? Now, you will collect their emails in this page using a pop-up for future selling, and the sales page job is to sell the product because the pre-sales page sells the desire, right? And the page that is used for selling, or the sales page, sells the solution. We want to talk about the product, help them overcome objections about the product, and give them a solid offer. Now, after that, we have the checkout page with upsells or subscription page if you have a subscription that's running. Here you want to upsell offers. Why? Because someone could get 3 packs instead of 1. That's just going to boost your average order value. But why should they? What's the benefit? How much will they save? And also, we want to be pushing a lot of customer reviews, testimonials on this page to build trust. We want to cross-sell, prioritize shipping, and all the other products that go with the main product, and treat this as a final gate before the main purchase. After that, we have the immediate cross-sell. Now, you could be doing this with multiple funnels. Let's say if you're running Funnelish, you have its very own upsell and cross-sell ability. If you're running on Shopify, you could be using it with the post-purchase Zipify tools. And if once the customer uses the product, during this period, you have to keep in touch with the customer. You have to send them the best practices, how to use the product, and all the other valuable insights that'll help build trust with a brand. This is when collecting the emails is going to be useful. So the reason that we're collecting emails is going to be we are going to be consistently in touch with our customers. Remember, don't always sell, build that connection. And then finally, we have them become an affiliate. The goal here is to let your customers do the selling for you, be it with organic contents or reviews or the word of mouth. Because when people love your product and they get paid to promote it, they will sell it for you. And this is where the profit is. because building a brand is so much more than just slapping a logo and expect it to convert. Now, this is the same structure that a $100 million brand, which is Pet Lab Co., is running. They have this top of the funnel ad that goes to a pre-selling page, that goes to an offer page, that goes to a checkout page with an upsell, as you can see here. This is where they're making the money in the first purchase, right? So here's the thing. Revenue is cool, but profit is what matters. And here's how we scale the profits. Because if you want to get to that $1 million mark, you cannot be going to that level unprofitable. You just won't have enough money or cash flow unless you're backed up by some VCs or you're a rich person. Landing page, sign up form where we collect emails and we retarget. Because as simple as this sounds, this is where most of the money lies. Not everyone that comes to your site will buy from you immediately. So you need a system that retargets them repeatedly, following up, handling objections, and getting that sale. If they're going to buy today, they'll buy tomorrow or some other day. Because once you have their contact, you can always reach after them. You can always give them offers. And unlike Meta or any other platforms, social platforms, you own your audience, meaning no one can take it from you. Tomorrow, Zuck might just decide to ban your account and you don't have anything. But in this case, you control the list. Another data that I want to show you is in the e-commerce, 2021 versus 2025, the touch points that are required for converting one average customer has increased by 312%, which went up from 7% to 28% from 2021 to 2025. Now, as you can see, an average customer needs 28 touch points to convert in 2025 compared to 7 in just 2021. And this is why retargeting is so important. And email is best for retargeting because its average ROI is 34x, meaning every dollar that you put in email marketing, you get $34 back. This is the same exact reason why we're collecting emails, because we want to be increasing the touch points that we have with customers so that the likelihood of them converting increases by a lot. And it's cheap because just think about if you have to retarget someone 28 times with ads, it's going to cost a lot of money. Now, the normal website or normal funnel structure that looks like for most brands is like this. So let's say they have a traffic of 120K and assuming that 1.5% conversion rate at an average order value of $100, monthly sales is 180K. Now, the standard process where the landing page does all the heavy lifting required to convert the traffic coming from ads, and the problem arises when you're too reliant on ads. Ads are expensive, and with CPMs rising every year, it'll be harder for you to stay profitable. You don't own the platform, and one bad move and your page BMs will get shut down. So now let's have a look at what a proper system can do for you. Let's say you have a traffic of 120K and we're assuming 1.5% conversion rate with an average order value of $100. Then the paid ad sale will be 180K, right? So just the same as above. But when you add a system where we can call it 360 system, it's where you have upsell and cross-sell automations, you recover the order that were normally abandoned, you nurture new leads, you increase the touch points, and you send promotions where you're accumulating extra 30% of the revenue. You now make $230,000 instead of just 180K from that same traffic of 120K. You're increasing the number of people that buy from you by spending the same amount. How cool is that? Now, imagine what this will do to your profit margin and imagine how much more cash you will have to reinvest back into your business. And it works. It works. Just have a look at what some of a few 7 and 8 figure brands that we work with have to say. Best agency we work with by Joven. He's a great guy from Australia. Scaled his brand up to $500,000. William runs one of the best Muay Thai brands in the world. And we have Jeevan, who scaled to 300K per month with 30% coming from emails. And he said that it wasn't like working with an agency. It was more of a partnership and everything was handled from A to Z. So a few other cases like Euphoric, we took them from 13,000 to 274K per month. We helped them make $264,000 in a year from emails and $1.5 million from SMS. Combine that, you're looking at $3.3 million coming without ads. How cool is that? Here's a few email designs that we ran for them to, make that much money. And once you have designs like these, you will see results like these and these. Now, if you want someone or an agency to handle all of this for you, where you don't have to do any of the heavy lifting, you don't have to manage, all the designs, copies by yourself, then the link is in the bio where you can book your free audit. And also, I am building the biggest email marketing Discord for e-commerce. Link is in bio. Join while it's free because the price is going to be added to $29 per month. I mean, it's not a big amount, but why would you want to pay for something when you can get it for free for a limited time? So I'll see you on the call or the Discord, right? And if you want to see something else, if you want to see me talk about something, let me know in the comments and I'll see you soon. Bye.